Okay, so a little over a week ago, I got this recommended to me, and I will put the name on the screen. I forgot to look at what it was, but he's been pretty active on my channel recently, and he wanted me to do reactions to MVS highlights. So this is his 2020 season. Obviously, he's been with us for, I want to say, 2 years now. I don't think he really played a lot in 2019. So he played a lot in 2020. I've been a critic of him for a while, as have a lot of people. People want to point to the Colts game and whatnot, but it's more than that. He's speedy. He can go deep. Like this first clip, I think a lot of people are already going to know what this first clip is, but you know, I don't see him like a young Devontae Adams, like some people do. Some people are comparing him to Devontae Adams when he was younger. I don't see that. I see him, more as just a mid-tier wide receiver. I think technically he is a wide receiver 3 on our roster, and that's where he's going to stay, honestly, because he's not getting number 1. No way. Adams is always going to be number 1 until he either leaves or retires. I think Lazard is going to stay number 2 for now. Again, we'll see what happens with Funches. I assume Funches is going to be playing next year. So I think those two are going to be battling out for number 2 next year, which would move MVS down to wide receiver 4. So, I don't think MVS, unless Lazard, Funches, and Adams are all gone in the next 2 years or before MVS's contract is up, I see no way that MVS is going to be our number 1 receiver. So I'm going to get into it. We'll talk about the clips. Again, he's a good receiver, but I mean, blocking can't get you through everything. So again, a lot of people should know what this one is. It's a little sideline catch here in coverage, obviously. So, I mean, that one was good. This is week 1, though, so obviously the kinks aren't out yet. But he just basically blew by him. And then, again, it's contested catch. But the corner turned back. See, corner turned back. That's what you don't do. The corner is very young, too. I think this is a free play. Yeah, look at he burned him again. Let's go. I think we'll probably show it again here, right? Yeah, watch. He'll burn him again. MVS just goes right by. He's at the, well, it's not even on screen. Just went right by him, had a step on him. So he can do that. And then again, like, that's not really his fault. That's Lions are just playing deep. Sideline catch, yeah. He had one against Tampa too. I hope they showed that one. But again, this is our deep wide receiver threat here. But I mean, there he stepped out. I wonder if they counted that. But look, it's like 1 or 2 a game.
Pocket collapsing, able to complete. It's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. No game.
Yeah, man, there's like no highlights from this game. Just a little dump off here. And we don't talk about that Tampa game.
Rodgers, 3rd down. Floats one far side. It is caught.
And that wasn't bad. Maybe we'll go back to that one here in a minute. This guy, everyone is firing on all cylinders this game. This game, yeah. I mean, this is a backup Niners squad. They just, like, they're playing cover here, and MVS just goes right up the middle. No one's there.
And this is the one thing that Valdez-Scantling can do. And then you're going to see you're going to see Marcel Harris. He's trying to get back. They're trying to
see, look, they're in coverage, and then MVS just sees that, hey, there's no one in the middle of the field here. So, that's smart. That's a smart play, though. That's, again, speedy receivers, it's what helps. But, again, it's 1 or 2 plays a game. We don't ignore the Tampa game from week 6, because everyone played bad there. This one got help from the ref. I remember this one.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling is going to scamper into the end zone, and that's a Packer touchdown. As fast as he is,
yeah.
It's like slow motion after the catch.
You watched Sidney Jones, a tremendous play earlier on Devontae, but that time...
Again, he's like running past corner. And then the ref gets a...
On third down, they're 1 out of 5 so far. Rodgers has time, and now he's on the move.
Look at Rodgers just extending the play here. Wide open in coverage. You could tell they weren't playing man because there was 3 people all around him, and Rodgers just found the hole right in the middle. He was just sitting there. All right, 3 highlights from this game. That's pretty good.
Rolling and throwing and across the 35 and moving down the sideline is Scantling. Valdez-Scantling into Jacksonville territory. It's a different way to get him the football than that 78-yard touchdown toss, but he produced for 31 yards.
He's going to come over on this deep over route and get into the face of the quarterback. This is where he has to step up. Devontae Adams is on the sideline. You don't have...
I got nothing to say. Oh, well, wow, he's got a lot of plays from this Jags game. He had a day.
Catch made, Valdez-Scantling with a first down.
Oh, shit, okay. That's the first time we've really seen that in the season here.
And he knows what's coming, so this is just
he had a lot of catches. I'm going to have to go back and watch this game because I don't remember that.
Devontae gets a block.
We played a pretty crappy game. This is a bad game. Then we got the Colts game right here. I remember this play.
This one aired out. Valdez-Scantling, and he's got it.
I'm gonna pause right there. That one, in my opinion, wasn't as good as the Eagles one to the Devontae Adams. Both were in the end zone from Rodgers, but the fact that Adams literally had 2 guys pancaking him basically, whereas the Colts were a little bit off of him. So I think that that Adams' play is a little bit better, but this is probably still top 5, maybe even top 3 play from the season right here. Just that catch by MVS. But again, Adams' catch is one of the very few I'd put ahead of it. See, look at it. He's got space. Adams, they had a little more pressure on him.
Rodgers looking right, throwing right. It is held on to. What a grab by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Oruwariye today.
Well, that's just, you've got one-on-ones on both sides here. You're trying to bracket the inside receiver, Devontae
Pretty
Adams,
decent coverage by the Lions
Aaron
guy.
Rodgers again. That's the second time to
maybe
a
it's holding
receiver. First one to Adams.
That's a pretty good catch, though. But that had good coverage, too.
To the slot. Rodgers lofts it up there, and he's got Valdez.
Yeah, see, the good thing about MVS, though, is he can get a step ahead on corners. Whoever's covering him, he can get a step ahead. But it's, just sometimes he is. That's it. He had a linebacker on him. 53 was the linebacker on him. So come back row. Staying up. You see that a lot more in the second half of the season here.
Turner played left tackle earlier in the year when Bakhtiari was.
All right, now we're going to get to probably one of his best play in a minute here. The deep bomb. Yeah, right here. I think it's this one right here. Yep, here it is. He dropped one earlier, I believe. Earlier than this. Or it might have been after this. I don't remember exactly. But again, he burnt him.
He's walked up in the A-gap showing blitz, so he's going to,
Bears had no one. They had brought the blitz there. They had no one back there to cover. He has a linebacker on him, too.
So maybe a little bit too fancy right there with your...
Good matchup with Corey Lindsley, one of the best in the game. Here's one down the
Nothing against the Rams. Yeah, then we have this catch right here. That's pretty good. Able to stay up.
Press corner by Carlton Davis.
Oh, he's got a couple here against the Bucs.
He gets up on top of him, and then he stacks him right there and is able to go get the ball and shield Carlton Davis from being able to make a play on it. A little underthrown, but just a good job by Scanlon and just slowing down enough, allowing the ball to hit him in stride. Dillon stays in on 2nd and 1. Passes.
Again, over the middle here. Staying up. He does that a lot. A lot in the second half of the season. He's doing that a lot.
This is the guy who wins down the middle. That's the guy.
And again, this championship's not on him. This is on Kevin King. This is on the offense stalling out in the fourth quarter, third and fourth quarter. This is the drive where we took a field goal. This last one was where we took a field goal. So overall, he's good. again, speed kills, and he when he gets a step beyond who's ever covering him, I mean, you throw him the ball. But he doesn't always have good hands. He's dropped an okay amount of wide open passes where he's gotten a step on the corner or linebacker or whatever, and ball's out in front of him. Rodgers places it in a dime or throws a dime, and just MVS cannot catch it. So, there's good and bad to him. Again, I can't really see him being a wide receiver 2. I think the highest he'll ever get is being a wide receiver 3. Strictly because, again, I mean, Lazard is just showing that he's good enough to be a wide receiver 2. And then obviously, you have Adams, who, in my opinion, is probably the best wide receiver from the 2020 season. Earlier in the season, I kind of thought it was DeAndre Hopkins, and then Adams showed up later in the season, and when it really mattered is when he was doing big plays. So he's good. Again, it's 7 minutes. It's about 1 to 2 couple catches per game. Now I get you're not going to get looked to every play, and you're not going to be open every play. So you got to spread the ball around to other wide receivers too. But I mean, if you go back and count the drops and whatnot, like he probably has 4 or 5. He's looked 4 or 5 times a game, and he's drops at least 3. Again, that Jags game, he had 4 or 5 highlights right there. I don't remember how many passes he had thrown to him. I'd have to go back and look, but I mean, the Jags game, he really showed up, and I think that's when he started getting a little better. Again, it still was some lingering stuff about dropping balls, but second half when he caught it, I mean, he showed that he kept fighting for extra yards. You saw that through, again, second half of these clips. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. Again, I think it's decent. I was expecting them to actually show that Aaron Jones run play where MVS was literally blocking the whole time down the field. That was against the Eagles. If you have not seen that, you're one of the few Packer fans that haven't, because that play is pretty synonymous with MVS. I mean, he got as far as he did because, or Aaron Jones got all the way to the touchdown because MVS was there blocking like everyone downfield. So if you have not seen that play, go watch that play, because it's a pretty good play. Other than that, again, like I said, he's got drops, but he's got potential. But I can't see him being a second coming of Davante Adams. I can't see that. So for now, like the video, share it around, don't forget to subscribe, and we're out of here. Peace.